Hello friends, welcome to Testing Talks Latest. Today I am going to explain how to handle array index out of bounds exception. This is one of the common exception which will be occurred when we are running automation scripts, and it is one of the interview question also. Subscribe my channel for the latest interview questions and testing tutorials. So for this array index out of bound exception, I am going to create a check exceptions class. Array index out of bound exception will occur whenever index we are fetching the value is out of bounds to the array. For example, if an array has length of 5, we can access indexes based on 0 to 4. If you are trying to access more than 0 to 4, it can cause out of bound exception, and if you try to access negative values such as -1, -2 also, it can cause out of bounds exception. So let me try one script from automation and explain how it will occur. I'm going to create a class check exceptions and create a method and running with attest annotation. Method name I am going to give as verify exceptions. For this, we are going to import attest annotation and inserting WebDriver with the name as driver. So inserting with null and importing WebDriver. Now I am going to insert our driver as new Chrome driver. I am using Selenium latest version 4.3, hence I did not use system.set property. Let me import Chrome driver, and we are going to use google.com for this. https google.com for this execution. Let me run it on google.com and try to find number of links and store it in a list. List web element and name of the list. I am giving the thing as list, and using driver dot find elements, I am going to count number of the link elements in google.com homepage. So for that I am going to use by tag name so this will find links in the home page. So we need to import list for this and import also web element. So we have to find array index out of exception. So array index out of bound exception will occur whenever we try to access the links with more than size of the list we are going to fetch. So for that we are going to get list with size This can give exception since we are going to find upper bound of the list element. It can accept only 0 to size -1 values, but we are trying to access with the length of the list. So let me fetch our index out of exception using try catch. We are going to catch the exception to see whether we are getting array index out of exception or not. So for that I am going to write a system out println and giving the message as exception caught. Ex. So if we run this, we can get exception since we are trying to get the values with the index out of bounds. Since length is not part of the list we are going to get, it can be fetch the value only length -1. Let me run our script and see the execution result. Run as test execute and our script start running. It has to open Chrome driver and should be navigate to google.com and should throw array list out of bounds exception. Let me see the result. Passes cart index out of bound exception. So totally 26 links are there. We are trying to find the length of the index 26. So if we put list size -1, we can fetch this value, and even we can print that. Let me see. This will give an exception or not, since we are going to get the list with size length -1, total length of the list -1 we are trying to access. So let me see. Our script started running. Let me see the result. It is passed, and we try to print the list value with the index length -1 and size -1 for the list. So this is the way even we can print get text of this element by giving get text. Like this, we can handle array index out of bound exception. Subscribe my channel for the latest interview questions and tutorials. Thanks for your support.